I've got a couple quick things, so I'm going to actually do two things, if that's fine, just because the first one isn't even Comic-Con, but I want to call back to a previous episode.
Yes.
We talked about previously on comment section. I think it was like episode 2 or something. This didn't happen during Comic-Con, so I'm contradicting here, but it did happen during Comic-Con weekend at the LA Film Festival.
Film Festival.
The La Film Festival.
Doesn't that sound like La Film Festival?
La Film Festival.
La Film Festival.
Omelette
It's
du,
French.
Omelette du fromage.
Listen to look at the read the subtitles.
Okay, so I have in giant letters, not Comic-Con, but it happened on July 19. At the
You sure
La
you don't
Film
want
Festival.
you sure you don't want to scream, not Comic-Con?
Not Comic-Con.
There you know.
I did clip.
Don't whine in the comments.
Okay. Now we've already talked about something that isn't Comic-Con for too long, but the reason why I'm mentioning it is because in one of the earlier episodes I talked about we had one of my news segments I brought was that they're doing another spin-off to the Conjuring series. The Conjuring being directed by James Wan, which is something we talked about Aquaman. And
Aquaman.
We talked about how there's going to be yet another spin-off coming. That there's going to be Annabelle, and then there's going to be an Annabelle 2, which is actually called Annabelle Creation. And then there's also rumors that there's going to be a spin-off of another monster from the Conjuring series. And my whole thing in that talk was like, how is there another Annabelle movie being made? Because everyone hated that first one. So Annabelle,
how much did it do with its box office?
That's really horror movie. Like if you release a horror movie like that,
is it from Blumhouse?
I don't know.
Blumhouse, I heard, is the horror studio that makes them really, really cheap. So that by their first, a lot of them are really, I heard, are really great too. But they make them real cheap so that by the first weekend they've already doubled their budget.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. I don't know what it's from, but that's obviously why there's so many. They probably make a lot of money being Conjuring spin-offs and people wanting to go see a scary movie. I don't know, but critically, the first Annabelle movie didn't do well at all. It was just fairly panned, I believe. I skipped it because I just thought it looked bad.
Oh, real quick. Remind me when you're done with this story. I did watch a horror movie recently. I want to know.
All right, let's get to that because I just want to quickly say, the first screening of Annabelle Creation was shown, and the reception at the LA Film Festival was actually positive.
Oh my god!
So apparently they turned it around.
Dreams do come true.
And like
and it's a prequel too.
Apparently I don't remember that, but
isn't it Creation? So
oh yeah, it must be because of the title.
Yeah,
because I haven't seen anything about it. All I saw was that there was a screening and the reception was generally kind of positive from the people who saw it.
So is this Annabelle character like a small character? Is she the main villain?
Okay, so in The Conjuring, the first Conjuring, there's like the whole thing is the Conjuring movies follow these this husband and wife like paranormal like solving duo that is based on these two real people, and in each movie, and there's only 2, they go to a house of some people who need help because there's like they're haunted or possessed or something, and they go there and try and help them basically. In the first one, there's like sort of like a short, like 5 to 10 minute pre-movie thing showing a different case that they were involved with. Like it's just unrelated to the rest of the. Well, it's related, but it's not the same plot as the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Where there's this doll that is possessed named Annabelle. And I think the reason why they do that in the first movie is to show that the two, that husband and wife duo have a room in their house where they keep all of the spooky possessed things that they took away from the other people's house. So they have a room full of like once possessed things. They just keep in this room. So I think that was kind of a way to show here's where they keep all the possessed stuff, because they showed this scenario and then they have Annabelle in that room. So I think a lot of people were like, that was only like a 5 to 10 minute thing, and it was actually one of the scariest parts of that whole movie, and one of the most interesting parts of that whole movie, is the short thing that had to do with Annabelle before it. So I think that's why they did a spin-off.
Oh.
So with Annabelle creation, probably, they wanted to see how that doll came to be. Apparently it wasn't explained in the first one, in the first Annabelle, which I hadn't seen, but that's what it has to do with. I forgot why I was... Oh, you were just asking about Annabelle. Oh, yeah, and then you said that you saw horror.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen... Have you ever seen The Visit?
Oh, is
M.
that...
Night Shyamalan?
Yeah, I've
grandparents.
seen that. The reason why I ended up watching it, because I normally wouldn't watch an M. Night Shyamalan movie because of his reputation.
I'd never watched one, but
I've seen The Sixth
heard
Sense,
about him.
and it's good. And I've seen a couple of the other ones, and they're not as good. Big shocker. That's what people tend to say.
Yes. All went down after some... Apparently it all went down after a Time magazine, after 3 movies called him the next Spielberg, and then it went down.
Oh,
it went down.
Really?
He was an artist!
I don't even remember... did he have a movie besides The Sixth Sense that was considered good?
There's like 3 he did. I don't know what ones they are, but
I know
like,
there's Signs, but I don't think people like that one. I don't know. And
that might be one of them.
I don't remember.
I heard there's 3 and then it went down, and now he's come back with his last 2.
Oh yeah, because the Visit I remember seeing because it had much better reviews than a typical M. Night Shyamalan movie. But how'd you feel about it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh, really? Okay. Because I also thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I just thought, like, the thing that was kind of, like, jarring to me that I was kind of confused about is some of the acting seemed bad at times, but then I was like, I think it might be on purpose.
Sometimes
like,
the kids are playing
yeah,
to the
I know.
camera.
Like, that's what I was kind of confused. Like, the kids, it was like, I can't tell if this is bad or not. But at the end, I ended up thinking it was pretty good.
Yeah. So. Did you know that? Spoiler alert. Whatever. It's 2 years. You should. If you haven't watched it, you don't care.
Yeah.
Did you know that they were that they killed the grandparents? Did you have a guess about that?
I'm pretty bad at picking up on stuff, so I don't think I did.
I was a little bit gullible, I guess. I thought, because they hadn't seen the grandparents in a long time, that they were the actual grandparents, but they had been to the mental institution.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah. I know, that was, I mean, I always fall up for twists, but it was a pretty good one. I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
There's so many people who are such snobs about twists. I feel like it's so obvious. Like, I've heard people say that about The Sixth Sense, where, like, it's so
Well, now it is.
I mean, like...
I've never seen Sixth Sense. I know they're all dead the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things, sort of like I Am Your Father, where you can't not know the twist. You can't... The Sixth Sense is ruined for everybody.
I remember watching Empire Strikes Back the first time and thinking, that's where that comes from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Actually, I think I did originally see The Sixth Sense and not know, but it was like... When did that come out? Like, 99?
I think so. It's late 90s.
I saw it when I was pretty young. It was probably the first, like, what do you want, psychological thriller, or whatever you want to call it, that I'd ever seen. And, I mean, as a kid, especially not being able to pick up on little clues, I was like, oh my god! Like, mind blown! But yeah. That talked about that a little longer than I expected.
So you watched it when you were 6?
No, it was a little later.
You didn't
I was probably like 10.
You didn't turn to your parents like, Mom,
they're actually...
Have we been dead this whole time?
Honestly, the only part I remember scaring me is there's this part where, like, a hand, like, grabs someone under the bed. And, that, like, I remember that freaking me out.